Have you ever woken up in the morning, looked in the mirror, and wondered where that spark of confidence went? Maybe you felt like life after 60 is quieter somehow, like the world expects you to slow down, step back, or fade into the background. Well, I'm here to tell you something important. Your best years aren't behind you. They're happening right now. And the secret to unlocking that confidence and joy? It starts with the words you say to yourself every single day. Today, we're talking about 5 simple, powerful affirmations that can help you rediscover your self-confidence and cultivate happiness, no matter what life throws your way. These aren't just phrases you repeat mindlessly. They're tools to remind you of your strength, your worth, and the incredible life you've built. And trust me, they work. I've seen it firsthand, friends, family, even myself. When we shift our mindset, we shift our lives. Let's start with the first affirmation. This one's all about embracing exactly where you are in life. Ready? Say it with me. I am a reservoir of wisdom, and my experience is my power. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Wisdom? Power? That feels a bit grand for my Tuesday morning. But here's the thing. You've lived through decades of challenges, joys, and lessons. That's not just aging, that's becoming. So tomorrow, when you're brushing your teeth or sipping your coffee, look yourself in the eye and say those words. Mean them. Let them sink in. Maybe even jot down a moment from your past where your resilience surprised you. That's your proof. Now, the second affirmation is like a warm hug for your soul. I choose gratitude, and I find joy in the small miracles of today. Life after 60 can sometimes feel like it's lost its shine. The house is quieter, the schedule is slower. But here's the magic. Gratitude isn't about ignoring the hard stuff. It's about balancing the scales. Did you hear the birds singing this morning? Did your grandchild's laugh bubble through the phone? That's your joy right there. Try this. Keep a gratitude journal by your bedside. Every night, write down 3 things that made you pause and smile. A neighbor's wave, a good book, even that first sip of tea that just hit the spot. Some days it'll feel effortless. Other days you might have to dig a little deeper. But that's okay. You're training your heart to notice the light even on cloudy days. These 2 affirmations, claiming your wisdom and choosing gratitude, they're like planting seeds in a garden. They need time, patience, and a little faith to grow. But once they take root, oh, you'll feel the difference. You'll stand a little taller, laugh a little easier, and greet each day with the quiet certainty that you're exactly where you're meant to be. And you know what? This is just the beginning. Because confidence and happiness aren't destinations, they're journeys. And every journey deserves a few more tools for the road. So let's keep going together. You know, confidence and happiness, they're a lot like muscles. The more we use them, the stronger they get. And just like any good workout, it's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about consistency, patience, and celebrating the small wins along the way. So let's keep building that strength, shall we? Our third affirmation is one I think we all need to hear, especially when life throws us a curveball. And let's face it, after 60, we've seen a few of those. Say it with me. I embrace change with curiosity, and I trust my ability to grow. Change can feel scary, can't it? Whether it's retirement, an empty nest, or even just new technology that makes your head spin, it's easy to dig in your heels and think, I'm too old for this. But here's the truth. You've been adapting your entire life. Think back to your first job, raising kids, or navigating losses. You didn't just survive those changes, you learned from them. You grew. And that hasn't stopped. Try this. Next time something new or unsettling comes your way, pause and ask yourself, what can this teach me? Maybe it's signing up for that online class your granddaughter mentioned, or downsizing your home and discovering the freedom of simplicity. Curiosity doesn't mean you have to love every change. It just means you're willing to see it as a chapter, not the end of the story. Now, let's talk about our fourth affirmation, a gentle reminder we all need when life feels heavy. I release what I cannot control, and I focus on the peace I can create. After 6 decades, we've earned the right to worry, haven't we? The news, family struggles, health hiccups. It's easy to feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But here's what I've learned. Holding on to things we can't control is like trying to stop a river with your bare hands. It's exhausting, and frankly, the river's going to keep flowing anyway. Start small. When you catch yourself spiraling into what-ifs, take a deep breath and say this affirmation out loud. Then ask yourself, what's one thing I can do right now to feel at peace? Maybe it's calling a friend instead of fretting alone, or putting on your favorite song and dancing in the kitchen. Peace isn't about fixing everything. It's about reclaiming your power to choose where your energy goes. Imagine tossing a pebble into this pond. The ripples? Those are the things you can influence. Your attitude, your choices, the love you pour into the world. The rest? Let it sink to the bottom. Trust me, the water clears faster that way. These two affirmations, embracing change and releasing control, they're not about pretending life is perfect. They're about choosing where to stand in the storm. And when you do that, something amazing happens. You stop fighting the wind and you start feeling your own strength again. There's one more affirmation I want to share with you, a closing thought that ties everything together. Because confidence, happiness, peace, they're all threads in the same beautiful tapestry. And I can't wait to show you how to weave them into your days. You've made it this far, and that's no small thing. Because here's the secret no one tells you about confidence and happiness. They're not about grand gestures or flipping your life upside down. They're built in the quiet moments, the choices we make when no one's watching. And that brings us to our fifth affirmation, the one that ties all of this together. Say it with me, my friend. I am enough exactly as I am today. Simple words, right? But oh, how heavy those three syllables can feel when we've spent decades thinking, I'll be happy when, or, if only I'd, sound familiar. Here's what I want you to do. Take a look at these two photos. This one here, that's me at 35. Busy career, raising kids, always chasing the next milestone. And this one? Last year's birthday. More wrinkles, sure, but also more laughter lines. For years, I thought I needed to fix myself, to be thinner, smarter, more together. But then I realized, that younger version of me, she was doing her best. And so is the woman I am today. That's what enough means. This affirmation isn't about giving up or settling. It's about laying down the weight of comparison. Maybe you're not the same person who ran marathons at 50 or hosted dinner parties for 20, but you're here, you're breathing, you're showing up. And that's a triumph. Try this. Every morning, light a candle, real or imaginary, and say those words, I am enough. Let it be your reminder that you don't need to earn your place in this world. You've already arrived. And if some days you don't feel like enough, that's okay. Say it anyway. The feeling will catch up. Now let's tie this all together. Wisdom, gratitude, embracing change, releasing control, and knowing you're enough. These aren't just phrases. They're invitations. Invitations to stop waiting for happiness and start living it. To look in the mirror and see not just your age but your story. To trade I should've for I get to. I won't pretend every day will be sunshine and rainbows. Some mornings the mirror will feel unkind. Some changes will knock the wind out of you. But that's when these affirmations matter most. They're your compass, your anchor, your quiet rebellion against a world that tells you to fade away. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one affirmation to start with. Whisper it while you make the bed. Write it on a sticky note and slap it on the fridge. Let it be your daily nudge toward the life you deserve. And when you're ready, add another. There's no rush. This isn't a race, it's a love letter to yourself. Before I go, I'd love to hear from you. What affirmation resonated most? Or maybe you've got one of your own to share. Drop a comment below. We're all in this together. And if this video sparked something in you, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Let's build a community where growing older doesn't mean growing smaller, but growing brighter. Here's to you, my friend, to your wisdom, your joy, and the incredible chapter you're writing right now. Remember, the best is yet to be. Now go out there and shine.